I got the iceriver AL0 and I need to get this online ASAP.
A little bit of a scratch. That's okay. I'm going to temporarily put this in my crypto closet. It doesn't take a lot of power. And we'll just use one of my extra network cables. And I don't like how this cable doesn't plug in all the way.
So I have it connected to the network. I'm going to quickly go over the cost from door to door so you understand what you're in for if you're looking at getting one of these units. Here's a breakdown of the cost. I'm going to break it down into 3 different currencies because I know I have a lot of viewers from the UK, US, and Canada. So I'm going to show all 3 prices, but I'm going to specifically talk about the US pricing because that's what they're selling it in. We have the iceriver AL0, and that's going to cost you $7.99. You don't have to buy the PSU from iceriver. For me, it's $20, and it just made more sense just getting it all into the same one. At least I know it's going to work. You can pick one up off of Amazon, maybe a few bucks cheaper. And if you're looking to overclock this, and I'm assuming that's going to be a possibility, maybe in a month or so, you might need to upgrade this power supply. So that's something to keep in mind. So the cost of this power supply was $19.90. The shipping cost, it seems like the shipping cost around the world was about $55. Now, don't take my word for it. Go to the website and actually put in your country because that could vary. So $55 is what it cost me to ship it to Canada. And it seemed like that was the going rate for the United States and the UK. The duty, now the duty is definitely going to wildly vary depending on where you're from. In Canada, I can confirm that I paid $75.47. I have a friend in the UK who paid 130 pounds. That's not cheap. That's pretty expensive. And in the US, I believe it's $100 in duty. I need to confirm that, but if you jump on Twitter, there's quite a few people talking about their rates. The overall price from door to door is going to be $973.90. For Canada, it was $1,253.81. And in the UK, it's 792.65 pounds. So that's what you're looking at in terms of cost. This again can change very quickly. The price of the unit could drop very quickly if you're looking at buying it. Take a look at the website because that price will probably change. And if you want to save a little bit, my friend GreaterGoodMining has a coupon code. I'm going to make sure I link that down in the description. It's going to help him and it's going to help you save a little bit more because this is a very volatile time when it comes to pricing. So now that you know the cost of the unit, let's go ahead and configure it.
I'm using a Ubiquity switch. You can see that it's iceriver.local domain, and over here on the right hand side, it's set up as DHCP. It just has an IP address over here that I can copy, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into it by putting in the IP address. All right, so we have admin as a username and 1234567 as the password. All right, we're going to click on login. Looks like it's already running right now. 390 gigahash. It's using the default settings. I haven't put anything in here. I am mining for iceriver right now. This is not any of my information. Hum pool, I believe, is the default pool. Let's go over here into the mining settings, and we can see that they have hum pool listed. The US pool is going to be the one I'm going to be using. I'm going to get rid of this wallet. I'm going to go ahead and put my wallet address in here. Now that I have everything in here, I'm not changing anything at all. I'm gonna be leaving default settings because I'm gonna be letting this run for 24 hours and sort of see what I'm at. We'll click on the save button right over here. Operation succeeded, click on OK. And from previous experience, I know I usually typically have to restart this. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on restart and I'll click on OK. I'm gonna let it restart and I'm gonna monitor the fan speed and the temperature of this device.
All right, it's great that we have this up and running. You definitely don't want to leave your crypto on a pool or an exchange. So either putting it in the official wallet or a hardware wallet is going to be your best bet. I'm going to show you the official option right over here. So this is the Alephium website, and you can see that they have 3 different options, and these are your official wallets. They have the desktop wallet, they have a browser extension, and they also have a mobile wallet. You can go ahead and download one of these wallets onto your computer. You can keep it off the exchange, keep it in your personal custody. I highly recommend doing this. Tangem is my favorite wallet. This is a really good and easy to use wallet. And I believe this one is supported. So Alephium is listed as a supported digital asset in here. So that's another great option for storing it. I picked the iceriver AL0 because of the efficiency. In terms of cost, it was beating out all the other competition. There is another miner that I can show you right now that is somewhat in the ballpark, and that's going to be the Gold Shell miner. This is the AL Box 2. You can see the price over here is 2,135. The specs for this is it's 720 gigahash versus the 400 gigahash, and the power consumption is 360 watts. This is still actually fairly good in terms of efficiency. That's still a really good option, but the iceriver AL0 is beating it out right now. So that's probably going to be the best bet for your buck. Okay, and next, let's take a look at profitability. I'm going to just check out the top miners right now. You can see that the AL Pro is the most profitable one in the AL1. They're looking at $282.55 a day and $265.52 a day. These numbers have dropped quite a bit in the last little while. It was actually significantly more. Still pretty amazing. These numbers will continue to drop though. This is the iceriver AL0. It's currently earning $6.78 a day. Let me show you what's going on with the difficulty. Okay, so here's the difficulty. This is the week, and let's take a look at the month. You can sort of see what's happening over here. So we started off at about just under 2 petahash, and that was all nice and dandy at the beginning of August, and then it started to rise. And this is when the shipments, I'm going to guess this is when the shipments of all the AL0s came out, because right now it has skyrocketed up to 6 petahash. Currently right now we're at 5.35. This is just going to keep happening. The AL0s are coming out right now. Everyone's getting their deliveries. And the AL1, these are due to come out in September 2024. So we're in the last week of August. Next week is September. And that's when these bad boys are going to come out. So the AL1 got released in July of 2024. I don't know anyone that has an AL1. The AL1 Pro is going to be coming out next week. This is going to absolutely destroy difficulty. Each unit is at 16.6 terahash, which is significantly higher than what I'm running right now. The cost of the AL1, you're looking at about $30,000. And if you go over to the AL1 Pro, anywhere from 30,000 to 35,000. Let's just call that a range. That's a significant amount of money. Over here at the Node Factory, I'm one of the owners of this site. This is the shares that we're selling for the AL1, the Antminer AL1. APR is currently 291%. So we've divided this one up, and we're selling the shares at 2,000 each. And this one's 60% sold. So if you don't want to spend the $30,000, you can buy a share of one of them. That helps digest the cost a little bit. Typically, when these miners get released, the price starts to go up. That might be temporary or might actually last a little bit longer and have a nice run. Right now, this is the Alephium. This is the 24-hour chart. I'll just do a 7-day. Today, it's up over 10%, which is great. This has jumped quite a bit. If we take a look at the last 3 months, it's been all over the place. You can see these high spikes and drops. And the 1 year, we're at a low period for the year. I've been watching this since it was down here, but I didn't buy in because I'm silly. If you want to speculate with Alephium, this is actually a good point to actually just pick some up and not buy a miner at all. I just wanted to mention that option. I'm going to take another quick peek at my miner right now. So it's been up for a little over 3 hours. Looks like we're averaging just under 400 gigahash. And if I scroll down a little bit over here, I'm really interested in the temperature. So you can check the board temperature right over here, and it's 68 degrees. That's pretty hot. And the other one is 53 degrees. Okay, so I have an AC Infinity fan. This is USB powered. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be placing it on top downwards. So I was watching the GreaterGoodMining Channel, and he had suggested that the best way to actually keep it cool is place it down and blow air into the device. So it keeps the fins cooler and it helps cool down the device. Previously with the KS0, had it flipped the other way, and it had it pulling away the hot air. He has way more experience than me, so I'm going to follow what he's doing. But that's it for now. What I'll do is I'll update you in a couple of days, let you know how the mining is going, how profitability is going, and we'll take a look at the difficulty as well. I hope you found this video useful. All the links for everything I talked about will be in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.